When Nicole Boomgarden was a kid, she learned that conservation matters.
I grew up in a house. My parents had put solar panels on their house here in Wilmette.
The lessons of her childhood environment
They also had a compost pile and they had rain barrels.
blossomed into a full-blown passion and responsibility for the larger environment, our environment.
I came across the book called The Story of Stuff, and reading through that book and just learning about where our products come from, the extraction of the materials from our earth, and how they're produced, and then how they're so readily discarded, my lens started to change on how I see things around me. I always say I have kind of two jobs. I have my finance job and then I have my green job.
Her husband, Chad, an architect, uses green principles when he designs homes. Along with their two sons, this foursome makes a formidable green team, a dream team, really. There's composting.
There's 3 big bins, and I just dump it whatever in there.
This is 2 years now worth of composting.
A super quiet lawnmower that saves gas.
It's a battery pack. It charges. This thing charges in about, what, 20 minutes, half an hour?
Everything in our house is secondhand.
This is secondhand too, the chair and the table. We got the duvet and all the pillows. This actually came from a rummage sale.
Whenever they're ready to go in the dumpster, I'll show up and be like, yeah, I'll take those.
The couch we're sitting on actually is secondhand.
And the family's clothing? Yep, you guessed it.
The dress is from a rummage sale, and my shoes are also secondhand.
They've taken their garbage from several bags every week to just 1/2 of a bag.
So when you open the refrigerator, you can kind of see things, and it's a little more organized because you're more apt to use things than let them rot in the back of the refrigerator. We try to plan our meals and then shop accordingly. 40% of the food that's grown in the U.S. is thrown away. That food's rotting and putting the carbon dioxide and methane into our environment. So it's not just an environmental issue, it's a humanity issue as well. They don't make it easy, it's like you go to a grocery store and most of the produce comes in plastic, so we kind of assessed where we buy things and we're not perfect, far from it. These are just reusable produce bags, and we can use them time after time. You can actually throw them in the wash. Bringing those reusable bags, each day, however you are going to do that, whichever way to, remind yourself, once you get into that habit, it's like second nature and it becomes very easy. You have to think about all the resources that go into making our food and then compare that to, I think it's 1 in 8 who are food insecure, and there's a big mismatch there. I mean, how do we let that happen, right? So it's not only from an economical standpoint or even a resource standpoint, but then you get into the whole, there's starving people out there, and yet we have 40% going to our landfills.
Calling their work not only environmental, but ethical, the family works with the community.
The pancake breakfasts by the Boy Scouts, we've really gone in and greened that. We've gone from 15 to 20 bags of garbage down to less than 1. And it's exciting, and then it creates this environment where they're getting excited about it, so then we get excited about it, and we want to do even more.
So after this, you might think these folks are guilt-inducing or annoying. Well, guess again, they're actually a lot of fun. And after spending time with the Boomgaardens, you kind of want to be like them.
Just everywhere I go, I try to just add a touch of green.
Julie Peterson, Wilmette, Illinois.